River always says, "You're going to the grocery store again? You're going to the grocery store again?" Yes. And then I have all of this stuff. And no more food waste. You have to do something with these things.
Being in my kitchen, cooking a great meal, my love for writing, expressing thoughts and ideas that connect on a heart level, sharing how I feed my body and how I feed my soul. I'm Marquita Moore, and this is how I cook today.
Look at all this stuff. I have to do something with it before it all expires. I maybe need to change my strategy. But today, I'm making stuff from what's already in my refrigerator. So let's see how this is gonna pan out. We got some chicken, red cabbage, Parmesan cheese, some carrots, some tomatoes, anchovies, some eggs. All right, maybe we'll do some salads, and I'll make some salad dressings. So, from all those goods, I'm about to make one of my favorite salad dressings. Well, I'm gonna make two. The first one is my Caesar salad dressing. And then I'm going to also do a fried chicken salad with that fried chicken that was left. And I'm going to make a honey mustard dressing for that. I'm gonna do the olive oil, water, I'm gonna squeeze this in here, some lemon juice, some mustard in there. I'm a Caesar salad dressing snob. It can't be too, it has to be eggless, and it can't be too garlicky, it can't be too fishy, but it can be very, very lemony. You cracks of this. Oh, and I learned a trick. Don't blend, pulse your dressing so that they don't get that frothy thing at the top. Okay, let me taste it. Yep. Citrusy, Caesar-y, garlicky, parsley-y dressing. That was easy. That was so simple. It's just like 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we have a Caesar salad in the mix. My other favorite salad is a fried chicken salad with honey mustard dressing. This honey is all the way from Ozark, Alabama. My grandfather, who is 93, I believe, 93, 94, he sends it to me. Okay? And he used to send my mom the same honey. So he's been doing it for a long time, but he sends me these big bottles and these jars full of honey, and I love it. I'm so grateful. Thank you, Granddaddy Britt. Honey in here, and we're gonna take a little paprika and some lemon juice. It's so easy. Who knew? Who would have thought? It's so easy to make honey mustard dressing. And a little dab of salt. I know sometimes people make honey mustard with rice wine vinegar. I like lemon for some reason. What I need. That's good. That's really good. Now we're gonna chop salads. months ago, I went to Barnes and Noble, and there was this. I come in and everybody's quiet, and I'm immediately drawn to this woman who is talking to the woman at the coffee shop. She is like complaining about the latte and the size, and she's just complaining. And then the cashier is being very gracious with her, and she's like, you get the feeling that she knows her, like she's a regular. Then she went to the trash receptacle, and she was just like, oh my gosh, it's so junky in here. Just complaining. And then I'm watching this scene play out in front of me, and it's almost like I'm in this tunnel, and I'm looking around, and no one's really watching it, so I'm kind of just looking. So she walks back over to her table that has like probably 8 people at her table, communal style, and she's sitting down and she's grumbling and complaining to herself. Nobody's paying attention to her, but she's like, oh my gosh, just complaining, oh my gosh. And I'm stuck because, number one, I'm like, wow. Number two, I'm asking myself, why am I seeing this right now? And where am I grumbling and complaining in my own life? Because I'm seeing it, and it's almost like it's purposeful that I'm seeing this. And so then I immediately ask myself, where am I doing that, right? Where am I complaining about every little thing? Because I do believe that the movie we see play out in our lives is a reflection of what's going on with us, or something that we need to see. So I'm like, wow, where am I doing that? We have a choice. We have a choice to live in joy and in peace and find those things, or not. It's up to us to want to live a life that is encouraging or seeing things positively. We have a choice. My heart goes out to her because she couldn't free herself from complaining, and it was just like something that she was so encased in, and you could see that she could not see hope. I mean, and I'm not exaggerating, it's like everything was an issue. And I said, oh my gosh, that has her so tight. And so in that moment I said, okay, where am I doing that? Because I'm seeing this for a reason. And then I said, there's always a bright side. And it's hard. Some days you can't, and I get it. Like, I'm not sitting here saying that it's so easy to find the bright side, the sunny side of life all the time. No, that is not what I'm saying. And there have been times where I could not access it for days, but I knew that I wanted to. I knew that I wanted to be able to live a life in gratitude, and that I wasn't gonna settle with not being able to get there. There's always something to be grateful for. And I immediately said, okay, I'm gonna check myself, because I was complaining about little bitty things. And there's always something to be grateful for. The fact that I woke up and I could take a breath, and that my feet weren't, and my heart was pumping blood, and I could breathe, and I could eat, and I could go to the kitchen, and if there wasn't anything in there for me to cook, I could go to the store and buy something. Just like, there's so much to be grateful for. And I checked myself in that moment, and I was so grateful to experience, to see an outpicturing of that and what I was doing. And so it just allowed me to just see how there's a solution for every problem. And the fact that I know that is a gift. The fact that I can understand gratitude, like there's something to be grateful for, is a gift. That's something to be grateful, give gratitude for, because she couldn't. It's hard, man. It's hard some days. You can't. It really is, but not giving up was at the core of my belief system. Even on those days where I wanted to, I wanted to quit. You know how you say, I want to, but you don't, when you know you're not. That gratitude can pull you out of a dark space. That gratitude can shift your energy. That gratitude can be inspiring, give you inspiration to keep going. So she taught me a lot that day about grumbling and complaining and all of those things. Look for the light in all situations. I want to look for the light in all situations. That's a decision, to look for light in all situations. That's a choice that you have to make daily, constantly. And yeah, that's living life intentionally grateful. We're using everything from that board. Oh, so good. Right? So good. I'm sure there's a better way to do that, but this is not a cooking show. Okay? This is a recipe sharing. I'm sharing how I'm eating. Don't look for technique. I'm trying though. I'm trying. But it is not a tutorial. That's for sure. It's just sharing. We're sharing how we living, how to live life better, how to enjoy food, how to eat right, how to indulge sometimes, and just how to live light. You know, there's a lot of conversations around things that are bad, but let's talk about good things, you know? How can we be better humans? How can we be more compassionate and treat each other better? Like the woman, I could have just frowned and said, ooh, she's on one, and let me get away from her. But I took it as an opportunity to learn something about me. And if we do that, then there'll be less judgment and less criticism of others. Let me taste this one. I'll taste the fried chicken salad with the honey mustard. Let me tell you something. That restaurant that I won't mention the name of, we got nothing on a homemade version. So good. This is something I wrote to leave you with until the next time. Share the course it has taken to be a light in this world. The courage it took you to learn to forgive, to be compassionate, to love. Be a light and share that light with everyone.
Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, be good to yourself. Eat well, be well, and most importantly, love well.